Well, hello, beautiful people. So, I've had a pretty good day. I've had a few wins and stuff, although I was a little bit sick earlier today, but relax, I'm fine now. Anyway, I thought tonight we might talk about your heart, okay? So, when I say your heart, if you can place one hand on your heart for me and tell me how is it beating right now? Is it just beating at a normal steady pace? Yeah? And when a person with anxiety and their anxiety flares up, how does the heart beat then? Is it fast and irregular and going all over the place? Yeah? Awesome. So what about when you do physical exercise? What happens with your heartbeat then? Is it fast or slow? Is it regular or irregular? And when you do meditation, what happens then with your heart and the beating of your heart? It slows down, right? So what I am trying to get to here is when you have anxiety, the normality of your heart and the regularity and the pace that your heart goes is phenomenally fast, which also increases different parts of your mind to react in different ways, and it also increases the different parts, like your different emotions coming out, right? When you are actually in a state of panic and in a state of anxiety, you know what happens to you. Basically, you think of something, it's negative. Normally it's to do with the unknowns or the what ifs, and it's to do with the future, right? So what if, when you actually have that anxiety, you can put a plan together. So you put a plan together about your future, which actually steps you through the future so that you can see where you're going and how you're going each step of the way. Wouldn't that reduce your anxiety levels? I think it would, yeah? Now, that's what I normally do because I get anxiety through my finances. Finances is my trigger. So one of the ways that I manage my finances and manage the anxiety is to have a budget in place. To have a clear plan as to how much money I've got coming in, how much money I'm going to save, how much money I'm going to use for food and bills and that sort of stuff, and how much money I can have for entertainment. So that, when I do come into those sort of times, because I've been a contractor for many, many, many years in the IT industry. So when I actually do come into a point where a contract is coming to an end, I'm not sitting there in a world of anxiety because I'm thinking, well, where's the next dollar coming from? No, because I've already got my plan there and my budget, and it's basically saying, well, you've got this much saved up, so you can last this long without getting another job. But I also have another plan in place, another strategy where I use the time out to actually to get work, to do the courses that I need to do to get myself up to date with what's happening in the industry, to set myself apart from everyone else that is in the industry, to prepare myself for job interviews, and also to prepare myself for you know, the types of things that may come up along the way. Now, generally my plan for looking for work is I do some networking. I speak to the people that I know. I get in touch with some of their contacts if they, you know, if they think that they may be able to help me. You know, I'll speak to them, and, you know, sometimes I might send a LinkedIn request, sometimes I might not. And then, you know, then what I do is I actually regularly touch base with those people, and I also go through the whole, you know, I go through all of the job boards. So there's Seek, Career One, what else is there? There's a government job websites. There's also the different contracting agency websites. And I also touch base with the agency contacts that I have at least once to twice a week to say, hey, look, I'm looking for work. Just wondering how you see the forecast is for new roles. Do you have any roles available? That sort of stuff, so that they know that I'm looking. And I've had a fairly good success rate with that. Although at times my interviewing skills have needed to be sort of tweaked a little bit. But yeah, so that's how I tackle it when I'm out of work, right? And, you know, I've been able to move from a support role up to a management role fairly quickly with that strategy. I haven't been out of work for large periods of time unless it's actually been my choice. Like, for example, when I had my personal training business years ago, I decided to jump straight out of the industry and, you know, take on personal training. And unfortunately, that was a big mistake for me, and it was a lesson I needed to learn, because I needed to build that business up first before getting out of the industry. Because what I found was it was very financially stressing, being, you know, just building up your business on its own without another income coming in. So anyway, there are also lots of natural herbal remedies that you can take that will take the edge off that anxiety. And there's also what I call positive empowerment belief sessions, which I can help you with. What it does is it actually instills the new positive beliefs within you, and gets you to basically put a routine together with them to be able to say them to yourself all of the time, and eventually it becomes a habit. And so when those negative beliefs that cause you that anxiety come along, they're not there for long. You can recognize it and you just flick the switch. Yeah? Sound good? Anyway, food for thought. I'm going to go now. Have an awesome night, guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.